Welcome back to E04. Yes, and it's complete. Our dock is now ready, and we're okay to pretty much dock as normal. So Shift D, and let's head forwards. So we can just go and dock right there, hopefully. Yeah, that's the point. Okay, and we'll drop down.
Successfully docked.
Okay, get up. Now, if you've done this for the first time, I've already docked once. Unfortunately, there wasn't any great cutscene or anything, but if you go in here and press the transporter station, it will basically say, it'll give you some quest text about the boron basically can't do anything from where he is. He needs to come over to this station, and he's going to send us some information. That hasn't popped up yet, but that's him basically saying, yep, you need to go and fetch me from, and it needs a combat ship. And this is our starting ship, so we probably need to upgrade before we actually do that. So yeah, well, let's think about doing that today. However, before we get started with that, we're going to transfer our captain, who is visible there, but as soon as I get on board, he's gone. It's amazing. I think that's maybe because of some problems with him interfering with sort of collision when we're actually trying to get into the chair and he's getting out. I'm not sure. I assume it's on purpose. Otherwise, it's a bit of a weird bug. Regardless, so let's just go and get him transferred. So let's just go to Own Property, right-click on the trade ship. You can do this a number of different ways, I'm sure. But if we just right-click and com with that, I should just be able to say, hey, work somewhere else for me, please. And then I can select the station. And that's hopefully it. Okay, are you getting out? Or are you going to get out? Hey, dude. Get off my ship. Nope, he seemingly doesn't actually like that. Let's try that again, just in case it's just me. I really want you to work somewhere else. Work there. There, select. Yes, select. Nope, you're really not liking that. I'm going to fire you if not. Fine. Of course it was me getting that wrong. Yes, once you've selected here, go over here to the selected role, then choose manager, then click assign. Entirely my fault. Nothing to do with the game. And off he goes. And hopefully now that should complete. It should say we have a manager.
Greetings.
Yeah, hi. Is that pretty much it? Is it now going to say on the station that we have a manager? Property owned. Not yet, but that red exclamation mark should disappear shortly. Here we are in the manager's office. There we go, mission complete. Acquire manager. So we can talk to him in here. Looks like we can't really do anything else here. I don't want him to work anywhere else. And I certainly don't want to fire him, so he's fine as is, I guess. So from that, we then should be able to basically deal with this station. Oh, there's a raiding party we need to get rid of, but that's in a second. We should be able to deal with this station pretty much as a complete station now, and we can then go and consider actually expanding it. So I've got my dock down here, and we've got other attachment points we can build stuff to. To get started with the game, we really don't have that many schematics. I've got a few things. But yeah, I'm going to definitely need more, either to buy the schematics or to actually scan for them, either way around. These are all just connection pieces that I may want to do. The venture modules, technically we could do that, I suppose, although I'm not sure how expensive that is. Let's just start out with some energy cells. So if I just grab one of you, that's actually quite a large option. So, well, can we only attach it to one place? It looks like we can only attach it to one place. So we could put it on either side of that, or we're going to need to basically create a different module first of all. Okay, let me just get rid of that ship first before we have problems. I'm just going to go and destroy that enemy. Back in a second. And even with the starting ships, this sort of ship combat is not going to be terribly difficult. We can, of course, just this, and you can see the laser towers are taking this thing apart, so all's good. There goes the ship. Anyway, back to station construction, back on board. So as I was saying, connecting piece first, maybe, then here I'll put it on this side, just so we got all of our industry on the opposite side to the dock, at least for the moment. We can think about other locations later, and we can think about also adding some more vertical sort of sections to get this up above things. There we go. See, we can get different connection points. And the side connection points are the only ones that actually really fit, it seems, our energy cells. So we should be able to attach them up here and have a couple like going that way. And then we can have one on this side as well. Okay. And then how, I wonder, how much is this actually going to cost? Well, it doesn't really easily say that. But let's just assign a builder first. See if we can find one around. No, we're going to need to go and find one. It needs to be within range of one of our satellites or something like that so that we can actually choose it. And I don't have one around, so I'll need to go and find one. Later on, of course, we'll be covering more area with more satellites, so it's going to be easy to actually select at that point. But let's get started with just some energy credits and see how well that actually does in as an industry. It shouldn't return all that money to much money to us, but at least we can actually get started. And because of those occasional pirates that keep coming in, we're just going to grab both of our elite vanguards that are in Argon Prime right now, and we're going to tell them to come over here anyway. Yes, I'm just going to tell them to fly here, and we'll set up some kind of guarding. In fact, can we just set a guard straight away? If I right click you, can we just say protect? That's pretty much what I would have thought. Yeah, so let's hope that that actually works. I'm not sure what range they're going to have. You can see all my laser towers around. They're slowly getting destroyed, and that's something we're going to need to upgrade in future. Anyway, we've also got 2 drill vanguards, and I've renamed some of the others. I renamed them to be a little bit shorter. So anything just starting with G is a gas mine, and then starting with A is a mineral miner, and then the S is just, you know, sector, advanced, or expert, and then just a number following them. So I've just got unique numbers for those. So we're just going to take both of those, and I did also put down a resource probe in, I want to say, is it Holy Vision? I think it is Holy Vision. I can see some Nevidium over there, so we're just going to go right click over here and tell them to mine Nevidium, and they will head off that direction. So they should be heading off. Yep, there they go. They're undocking, and that's ready to go. So we've got 1.161 million. It's not a great amount, but that should increase pretty quickly once we start getting some Nevidium mine going. And then we need to start thinking about next upgrades, really, for our ship, that is. And here we are at the data vault. See this? Large structure, huge solar panels, and all of this. This has just gone green just because I've just repaired it, but I'll show you that in a second. So yeah, I'm out here in my spacesuit. My ship is nearby somewhere. You can always teleport back to it. Ah, there it is. And you're going to want to go and basically repair everything on here. Now, just look for the red panels. This one said pressure leak detected. Press 2 to go into your sort of repair laser. Click on it, and then it will go into status OK. So we want each of these panels to pop up, if I remember rightly. So that's one done. I need to go over maybe to the other side and do that as well. Again, just look for sort of... what would you think of it? Just look for the red lights, pretty much, and look for them panels you can interact with, and you should be okay from there. So I'm just going to head over here and see if we can just see anything, you know, just with our eyeballs. Otherwise, I may have to just go and look around this for a little while. We are in scan mode just in case, but here we go. You can probably hear something right here, and let's bring ourselves to a stop. Don't see anything just yet, but we'll get a little bit closer. And there it is. You can just about see it now. Literally just about see it. It's inside this door. You can see it right there. We get closer and closer. You'll see a sort of flickering effect. Yeah, it's just hidden behind this door. So first of all, we need to basically open these doors. I'm not sure if we can actually do that without finding the panel, of course. But once we find the panel, whoops, a little bit of lag there, sorry. Once we find the panel on these doors should actually open and get us to then be able to access the goodies inside. And here you can see panel number 2. It's just inside this door. So let's just head over there, and you'll see what I mean about doing this. So pressure leak detected. Status OK. So another door should end up popping open, or something should happen. Yeah, in this case, the solar panels are rotating. That's good. And then we keep on looking for more panels until the one with the scannable stuff appears. And you can see there's one over there. So let's just head that way. Looks like that door's opened. Yep, good. And let's just bring ourselves in to repair it. So I need to get stopped close. There we go. That's one popped open. Is that the one with the thing in it? Yeah, looks like it is. Okay. And we just need to basically get close to that. And there's also
Container.
security decryption system and an AGI processor and other bits and pieces. $250,000. It's pretty decent, but more importantly, I'm just interested in this. So can I hit that with a laser? Or do I just need to get close? Probably just need to get close. Let's get a little bit closer in. And closer still. There we go. Decryption success. So new entry added to timeline. Data decrypted.
Make quite the discovery.
Yes.
I am always in the search of knowledge. I have added a secondary task to your mission interface.
Okay, so unlock data vault 1 of 28. In this case, well, fine. I'm just wondering, can we actually pull it in? We may need to actually go and grab our ship to do that, so let's just go... I'm out of range of my ship. I need to go back across to the other side and get in within range. If I can indeed even teleport to it. If not, I may have to go and dock. So let's just go back across quickly, and let's see if I can teleport. No. No. No, I guess we have to dock the normal way. Fine. I will just select it.
Docking
Press Shift D and it'll open up its bottom door. At which point, we should just be able to head in. There we go. And then we can go and collect that other container from this. So, much more responsive once you're back in your actual ship, of course. And let's just head here. And we should be able to just pull that in. I would have thought we would have put it in, but apparently not. Okay, maybe I need to go and collect it manually with my hands then, I guess. Can we pull you in? No, still not pulling you in. Fine. Okay, I will get up and go and grab it myself. Okay, you know, at least we've got lights on the subject. There we go. Okay. And let's go and grab the box. Can I right-click it? Nope. Hit it with my repair laser. Oh no, just go into it. Fine. So there's an AGI processor. That's a security slicer. This is probably illegal, but some of the crystals will probably be useful there. And let's just go and dock. And I'll just drop anything that's illegal. I don't want to play through an illegal playthrough. I'm sure we can do that at another time, or maybe later if temptation causes a problem. Oops, nope. Open the doors again. Thank you. There we go. Alright, so back inside of our ship. And let's just take a look at our inventory. And you'll see there is the AGI processor and security decryption system. I'm just going to drop those items. The Kion crystal gets us 80,000 credits. That's okay. It's not great for this particular stage of the game, but it's it's fine. I will take extra credit wherever it is, and we should be good to go. So yeah, in the station, in the system, I have also just dropped a couple of satellites so I can see basically these stations and of course various contracts. If we just have a look at our object list, mission offers. Yep, there's the contract we can see. That's 192,000, and then there are large missions like this, a worthwhile investment. These are usually requests for us to place stations for people. That's a different thing entirely that we'll get to in a future episode. So for now, I'm just going to go and hunt down maybe a ship upgrade or two. And I did eventually find a builder, so I've assigned that to our main station, and that's going to start constructing things in the order which I've placed them, it looks like, which is fine. It needs all the connection pieces first, so it's then going to build them as it actually goes out, and we can see everything in there. So all the materials it actually needs for each of these parts, it's going to tend to buy, and as you can see, the energy cell production uses a lot of parts by comparison to all the rest. So it's fairly cheap to build all the internet connection parts, and then far more expensive to build these. So I'm going to have to funnel some funds into this, which is fine, easy enough to do in the station menu. So if I just go in here, right click, manage funds, I can just add some funds here to the station. So give it about 500,000 for anything it needs to construct. And it's got an account as well, so that's fine. You can just go and work there. Now, I did have a look for upgrades for our ship, or when I say upgrades, I mean a new ship. And that's possible, but generally we want to actually get increased reputation with a faction first, because we need to get a military license, at least to get the medium-sized ships. And if we go into faction relations, you'll see Argon Federation's at +9. We need +10 to be able to get to the first sort of upgrade, if you like, with them to buy a new license. And we've also got +5 with God Realm of the Pyramid, which is another one that I actually want. And then not much else other than -30 to the Ka'ak. Yeah, so other bits and pieces. That's largely because I'm putting my ships in various different systems that are owned by different factions, and we will get options from there. So I'm going to continue really until I get to +10, and then we should be able to get at least one upgrade for our, well, a new ship, if you like. Now, this is a ship I eventually want. Unfortunately, I can't actually get it yet because I need a military license for the Paranid. Here at the Paranid Wharf, it's over in Trinity Sanctum 3, and I did also find the shipyard. I explored a little bit further down in Pious Mists. If you go from Pious Mists, you can go straight to Sacred Relic, and the Paranid shipyard is over there for the large ships. But we want the small ships as is, so over here in the wharf, there's a couple of options. So if we have a look at the medium ship, basically the Nemesis, it's great. It has 5 guns, if I remember rightly. Is it 5 guns? Let's have a look just on the... Well, we can't even see it because it's locked behind a military license, but you can just see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 guns, and it's pretty great. However, we don't have that yet, so I was just going to have a look at the small size ships, and there is a fighter, Perseus Vanguard, and this happens to have 2 guns, so we may well want to have a look at that. So how much would this cost? 164,000. It's cheap. It's probably another starter ship, but I just like having 2 guns. So if I just go for all-round engines, thrusters all around, combat, well, what difference does that make? Really, it only really changes the yaw versus pitch and roll, so I'm just going to change to the combat ones just in case. Software, we're just going to go for all the stuff. Police scanner, target computer extension, credit computer extension, there we go. Crew, we'll take a pilot, of course, and that's 851,000. Okay, so we want some consumables. Let's just grab, in fact, hang on, do I want some advanced satellites? The larger range, I might take a few of those, 3 of them, maybe. 1.2 million, wow, let's take 5. And some nav beacons, yeah, I mean, hardly ever use those. Resource probes I use a lot of. And laser tower, Mark 1s, that's 1.6 million so far. I'm not going to worry about mines too much, but why don't we just take some flares as well? They're cheap. And, well, I guess we can take some tracker mines. Yep. That's pretty much it. Yeah, we're sort of out of space at that point. Fine, let's add that to the shopping list. 1.7 million. And it takes 8 minutes to build, so we'll just confirm that order. So we hopefully should get a little bit of reputation from the Paranid for buying stuff there. I just want to get up for a second and head out here. Is there anything for me to do on the station? I just want to see if there is any representative here. No, but there is a trader's corner, so we can just go to that and maybe sell off some of our inventory. It's not really worth all that much, but we may as well. Well, this trade is invisible. Okay, so I guess we're not selling it to... Oh, well, hang on. Yep, we can... Yep. Ignore that. It's fine. It's fine. So what can we actually do? Is there anything here I want to actually sell? Well, we'll sell off... what have I got? Yeah, so we'll sell off all that stuff. Is there anything else they'll take? Not really. So, yeah, that's fine. Goodbye. And back to our ship. While I'm here watching this ship dock, I figured the other way of getting a reputation is something we haven't started yet, but we may as well, and that is to literally go and buy some ships from here. I'm just going to sit in my cockpit, not that I need to, but I'm just going to buy some more. And this time I'm going to go for medium, and we're going to go for transporters. There's a couple of different options. I just want to see what those options are. I'm looking at container storage. So this one is 7,900. And this one is 7,100. Otherwise, pretty equivalent sort of stats, it seems. Yeah, so maybe I want the larger one for no other reason than that, really. And let's just get the sort of... Well, can I actually... Do I have a loadout here? Let's just go for low preset and then just customize that. So I just want a software, docking computer, long-range scanner. That's fine. Let me just save that as a custom preset. So let's say budget transporter. Okay, and we'll say that as a new. We'll add this to the shopping list, and let's just buy how much have we got? We've got enough, so let's just get 3 of them. Or maybe even go to 4. Yeah, we can go to 4. So 4 of these, estimated build time in another 8 minutes. Confirm the order, and we'll get 4 transporters. Now, transporters are just trade ships. You can set them up to go and trade, buy and sell, etc. like that. Or you can move goods around for your own stations. Up to you entirely, but they're another source of profit, obviously, if they buy and sell once you have everything set up. And you see very at the bottom left of the screen there, we just got a notification to talk to someone in Bright Promise. That is when you hit level 10 with any particular faction in the game. So we need to go and fly to Bright Promise, which is already basically pointed out for us. So let's just head over to you. Yeah, and open your mission interface to activate the invitation mission. We've pretty much already got it automatically created for us, I would imagine. Yeah, there we go. It's already active, so we don't have to do anything. This is going to just give us the right route. So we just need to go to Profit Center Alpha, which is next up. And in fact, we need to go around because it's Argon Federation. So yeah, it's going to be in Argon Prime, and it's going to be to the shipyard. And here we are at the shipyard. So we just need to dock, and then we need to go and speak to the faction representative who's in one of the offices. So let's just dock. Yep, we can dock that fast. It's perfectly fine as long as you got docking computer Mark 2. Don't try that otherwise. Get up, and can I hire someone here as a captain? I probably can. Let's just get that. We want to just basically hire someone. Crew woman, yeah, let's just talk with you. And I want to hire you on board my ship. The player ship. At least it's the player ship right now. Select. And then we'll select you as captain. Hire.
I'll do my best to justify your faith in me.
There we go. So we're then going to head down into the station and go to the sort of faction representative's office. And we should be able to get that unlocked. Or at least the first level of it. There we go. Yep. Let's speak to you.
It's good to see you, friend.
Yep. Receive rank.
We've been watching your work with great interest and wanted to reward you for it. I'm pleased to present you with a new rank amongst our organization. Of course, this rank comes with great benefits. These benefits are tied to the rank, so if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we won't have to worry about that. I hope you find these rewards fit into the work you've done and make the most of them. Oh, and you may also find that certain organizations under our jurisdiction now have interest in you joining their ranks. Once again, thank you for your efforts. We look forward to working with you more in the future. Good luck out there.
Okay, so we've been promoted to Friend of the Federation.
We found something out here.
Just ignore it. It's fine. Friend of the Federation, which means we can now, or should be able to buy licenses. So if we have a look at licenses, there's a Federation license and there's a trade-off subscription. I will probably buy the basically the police license just because it's cheap. The other one is ridiculously expensive, so I'm not going to actually bother with that. However, does that mean I can now buy medium ships from the wharf? Would you go there, buy ships? Medium. Yep, looks like we can. So we can buy frigates, and they require basically military ship licenses. Now the frigates have, well, basically more guns. They have a turret as well as guns. So we can try and equip these out and see how much it will actually cost. By itself, the Cerberus Vanguard is 1 million. So I'm clearly going to need to actually get more money, but let's just go for the low loadout by default. 1.4 million. Okay, that's sort of okay, but I want Combat Mark III engines, maybe. Let's just go for Combat Mark III basically upgrades, and there are multiple shield generators, so we need to go with those. The weapons, don't really want dumbfire launchers, and let's just go for Mark II pulse lasers, just like our current ship, if you like, at the moment. And the same thing for both weapons. Remember that there are 2 of them. A turret, we have an option. Did someone just say hello to me? Yeah, I guess they did. I'm not sure which one of these. I'll just leave that alone for now. There are 4 turrets. Now, these turrets used to be terrible at their job. Apparently, they've got a lot better, though. If anyone knows any better than that, do let me know. And we will go from there. So that's 2.7 million. And consumables, well, we get missiles, so that's cool. I'm just going to get 20 of them. Let's just get some repair drones, I guess. Some defense drones. Can we actually get any more of those? No, can I have, is it a drone? Yeah, looks like it's a drone capacity thing. And cargo drone, I'm not going to worry about. Maybe just get a couple of those. There we go. And then we can just fill this up with more stuff. So 5 advanced satellites, 10 satellites, and some resource probes, some laser towers, Mark IIs I would like. Yep, we seem to only get those with military, so we'll get those. In fact, I'll just get 20 of them. And that's pretty much it. Flares, I guess we'll just fill that up. And maybe some tracker mines too. That is 4 million. I'm going to save this as a loadout because I want to basically come back to and buy this Cerberus. So player loadout, if you like, save as new. And that's there saved for me to come back later. Of course, we don't have that kind of money right now, but it shouldn't take very long before our traders and everything else is capable of doing that. However, to do that, we're going to need basically to assign our traders, aren't we? So we actually got them together, and now we need to go and assign them. There they are. They're waiting at Trinity Sanctum 3. Okay, so we have a few options. It depends how good the captain you happen to get is. By default, if it's only 1-star captain, you can only do revisit known stations. So they'll just fly around and they'll pick up XP by doing so. However, this one happens to have 3 stars, so is available for auto trade. So we'll set that up. Add remove wares. We can choose pretty much any of these if we want to. I'm not too terribly concerned with them at the moment, so I'm just going to say, I don't know, buy and sell a few things. Maybe silicon wafers or something like that, and it will go and try to find those. And anchor space, we can decide where we actually want this. So I'm just going to set both of these high and base in the system that they started in, i.e. they should be able to generate stuff for Paranid if we do so. We may have to add more behaviors or more wares to actually get them to do that, but for now, that should be fine. Are you actually going to do anything, though? Yep, looks like you are leaving, so you clearly have some goods you can actually go and buy. So we'll rename those just like we've done in previously, and then we're just going to rename it something useful. General information. Let's just rename this to just Trader 001 for now. It's going to be, well, maybe Trader Medium 001, something like that. We could have larges later, and I just want to identify that one. Don't really much care about the miners. All of these are medium otherwise, so it's fine from there. Okay, so we got a fair, well, a little bit of collection of ships getting on, and some of them are just stopped, like these in Holy Vision. They have Nevidium to mine, but it looks like they can't really send it anywhere. So either we'd have to go and find a buyer for it. Basically, they aren't good enough to go and find buyers. They can only really mine and serve stuff in the same system, so I can't really do anything with those. I may have to move those manually. And now the traders are all set up. 3 of them are actually experienced enough to start auto trading, and you can see I've added, well, you can see there's 3 of them actually working. I've added engine parts and hull parts, or engine parts and hull, whatever they're called, basically to, yeah, they're both called engine parts, hull parts, basically to give them something that will probably be in demand, i.e. lots of ships are being built, being destroyed by the war, so you'd hope that they'll be able to trade those 2 things. So off they go, and they seem to be able to do that just fine. They're heading off at the moment. Each of them have a range of 3 or 4, so that's fine. And the last one, I've just set it to revisit stations inside Trinity Sanctum 3, so it will be able to go and do that, hopefully. So I also got this ship that we purchased, the Perseus Vanguard, on its way here to Argon Prime, because we're going to switch ships now. This is our old, busted sort of starting ship. We're just going to get 2 guns instead of 1, and here it arrives. So we should be able to take over that and basically switch over. So let's go and head over here. Looks very, well, more alien-like, if you like. And yep, let's just get on board. There we go.
Perseus, Vanguard.
Yep. And here we are. So we're on board with our Perseus Vanguard, and we can then just switch things around as far as the property owned is concerned. So this is no longer the player ship, so let's just rename that back to Elite Vanguard. And what I think I will actually do there is just send it back to our home base and get it to just basically guard it just like the others. And then I then want to set my Perseus Vanguard, which is what I'm in. I'm just going to rename that to player ship Perseus. So you get the idea. Player ship. He does highlight in a different color, but I just like to have basically explicit naming, just so I can actually see things easier at a glance. So there's our player ship, and then we just want to set this one over to go and guard our first and currently only station, but that will change soon enough. So there you can see there's our station. We just want to set you to protect that, and it should take off and head over there. Good. So I'm happy so far with this episode. In fact, we're probably at the end of the episode now. Yep, looks like we are. So this episode, we've pretty much expanded our station. We've got all of that done. We've got obviously got the dock. That is currently in production. Sorry, in sort of building, if you like. Let's take a look at the plan build. And yeah, it's built all the structures now. It just needs to build the energy cell production. Not that energy cells are particularly profitable, but they are easy. Basically because the stuff is free to actually supply them with. And then we're probably going to need to add a container onto here as well. We have a few options by default, but we just want somewhere to store anything that we actually trade with this station. So I think just from a point of view of sort of roleplay sort of thing with anything else, I want to put this thing on our dock. And I would like to rotate that. Can I actually rotate you? I think I can with a key. I can never remember which one it is though. Let me just move that out, move it around, and let's see if I can actually rotate. There we go. So from memory, you have to just hold down a key on this, and I can never remember which one it is. There it is. It's right click basically, and then you can choose to dock this onto either side. I think I'll actually just spin it around the other way. Yeah, sort of like those modules going out, and then that basically is docked to the side there, so we can have that other side of the dock. And can we actually, does this snap to a particular area? It needs to be a certain rotation angle, clearly. Yeah, I can't have it at partial angles. That's fine. So I'll have the docking containers here. And this is a solid container storage, so stuff obviously that isn't gas or liquid. You can also get a liquid container storage as well once we've actually purchased it. And then you'll be able to deal with other things. But remember that if you have something on your station, you do need the container storage, otherwise it just will not work. So we'll just add that to the list. And go back into plan build, and you'll see it's actually working its way through. We do of course need to keep feeding it with funds, but other than that it's fine from there. We are now up to back to 799, so I'm just going to finish up just by giving it some more funds, and you do have to keep just filtering funds its way until it's got complete. So that's it for today's episode. We've got our station up and running. It's going to get energy credits first. We've got 3 traders. We've got, I don't know, about 4 gas miners, 4 mineral miners, and technically 4 traders, but, you know, we'll see where we go from there. From here, we're going to want to massively increase this when they can. Ideally, we want them to actually level up, so I'm going to move these miners out into another system and see if they can find Iridium there to actually move around and trade. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. If you've got any suggestions, if you've been playing through as well, and you've got any tips and tricks for other people playing, put them down in the comments below, most importantly of all. Otherwise, subscribe, share as you normally would, click on the like button if you've liked the video, and the bell if you want notifications for further videos in X4. Otherwise, we'll see you next episode, where we'll probably get to, hopefully, getting that medium ship. Maybe not, maybe we'll have to do a few missions first to get Paranoid reputation up. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you next time.